Oh my God, you guys. My head is about to explode. There is so much drama and I love it. I am going to be serving you tea and more tea and more tea till we can't drink anymore today. I'm going to start off with some YouTuber drama, but don't worry, I'm going to get to all of your traditional faves, including Britney Spears and her conservatorship drama, ALYSSA Milano and that sex strike drama, and Constance Wu from Fresh Off the Boat and her tweet drama. But first, I have to tell you, I'm going to be addressing Tana Mongeau, Jake Paul, Trisha Paytas, and of course, James Charles to begin with. And I am starting to feel bad for James Charles. It does seem like everybody is ganging up on him. And as I said earlier in my video from Friday, he's 19. He's 19. Can you imagine if this was you at 19 or me at 19? It is his doing, but he's 19. There is a reason why laws exist, okay? If you're an idiot and you commit a crime, okay? And if you're 19 and you have no prior offenses, your age and your no prior offenses are taken into consideration by a judge. In this instance, you and I are the judges of James Charles. And just based on his insane amount of unsubscribes on YouTube, a lot of people are judging him very harshly. In 3 days, James Charles has lost 3 million subscribers on YouTube. His former friend, Jeffree Star, has attacked him viciously. I'll get to that. And even the waiter from Seattle has made a video, which he deleted, but I watched. So I'm going to give you the recap on that tea too. But I need to start off with James's apology video, which was embarrassing. This is the first time I'm getting to react to that, because when I uploaded my video on Friday, it was just a response to Tati's video. James was in Australia when that all went down. He was supposed to show up at an event of his for a pop-up shop. He was 2 to 3 hours late, according to different things I've read. Unprofessional, okay? Even if you're 19, you should be a professional if you are a professional, which he is, okay? And also, the fact that he was a trending topic for 3 days, that does tell you a lot about what he was able to build with his team and how much people cared about him on YouTube and across social media. So he was 3 hours late, and I thought the video that he made in response to Tati's expose was laughable for many reasons. It didn't bother me that much that he came across as dumbfounded, at a loss for words repeatedly. There was, I think, 2 minutes of dead air in that 8-minute video. The moment that I just lost it was when he called himself a role model. Really? Act like one. He doesn't act like a role model. There are plenty of young people in the public eye who acknowledge that they're role models and behave like them, like Jojo Siwa, like Selena Gomez, and so on and so forth. So his response was lacking. That seems to be the general consensus. 3 million people have unsubscribed, but I do have a bad taste in my mouth seeing what it appears to be so many people ganging up on him. From something as simple as Shane Dawson endorsing Tati's vitamins. He could have done that a while ago, but no. Shane very smartly said that he's been using Halo or whatever the heck her vitamins are called. Halo? I don't care. It's all crap. Beauty vitamins. Do we really think that's a real thing? Just eat healthy. And take your multi-V. but wait until I come out with my own line in a year. All right. That was just, he wanted to be part of the mix, Shane. But what Jeffree Star said, that was next level. Okay. Jeffree Star, let me read you what he wrote. He took to Twitter to say, there is a reason that Nathan, Jeffree's boyfriend, banned James Charles from ever coming over to our home again. There's a reason why I haven't seen him since Tati's birthday in February. He is a danger to society. Everything Tati said is 100% true. That sentence, he is a danger to society, that's when I just couldn't take him seriously. I can't take Jeffree Star seriously to begin with. Y'all know this. Many of you are his fans. Great. I'm not going to use this as an opportunity to remind you of the many reasons why I don't like him. He has apologized in the past. A lot of you are very forgiving. A lot of you claim that he is a different person now. I don't see it. I don't need to. This isn't about Jeffree Star though, but that one sentence, that seems like old Jeffree Star to me, right? He's a danger to society? No, he's not. I mean, it was very inappropriate what he did with a lot of young heterosexual men, and more men has come forward. But while it was highly disgusting, to my knowledge, not a single person has come forward saying that James Charles forced himself upon them. Okay? I'm not condoning his behavior. I acknowledge what he did was wrong. It's been sad to see all of these guys come forward. And also just, I don't get it. I think it's a power thing. I think he's also maybe confused or just young. I don't understand it. I know there are some gays that are really into trying to lure a straight guy into bed. I'm not one of those. I can joke about Zac Efron being really hot, but in the real world, I want somebody with experience and I want it easy. I want a guaranteed good time. I don't want somebody that isn't comfortable with me or with anyone who hasn't been with anyone before. I just don't understand that. And the guy that sparked all of this, that one waiter in question, he has spoken out. He made a video. His name is Sam Cooke, the waiter from Seattle. First of all, he's adorable. He is a cutie. And he echoed a lot of the things that many others have said about James Charles, including that model from Coachella who said that James told him he's gay, even though the model said he's not. Something that Tati herself echoed. James Charles thinks he knows more than he knows. He's 19. You don't know, beep. You know what I was going to say. Shockingly, this waiter deleted the video. I think because at points it doesn't make him come across great. But it just also is the reality that, James Charles achieved a lot of success, and they're going to be leeches and vampires and hangers-on, and that one waiter was one of them. Recently, after the Coachella model video, the waiter called James and FaceTimed with him while having somebody record that. Shady, Sam Cooke. But I guess he wants to be a YouTuber, and this could be the beginning of his career. James Charles' career has been drama-filled since the beginning, and it hasn't hurt him. And frankly, while it will probably hurt him temporarily, I doubt that it will hurt him permanently. As many of you are a testament, even though he's had a lot of people unsubscribe, he still has over 13 million subscribers by Monday when I'm making this. And people are very forgiving. People forgave Jeffree Star for his repeated racism, for his vicious, violent, verbal attacks against women, and so on and so forth. I don't need to go back into it. It's just that people will forgive James Charles too. He may not see that right now. You may not think that, but I've been around long enough to see it will happen. I mean, look at Mel Gibson. He's still working in Hollywood, and he's an anti-Semite, woman beater, racist, and more. James Charles will be okay. And I don't want to keep talking about James Charles because there's still so much I need to get to. First, congratulations to Tana Mongeau. She, like I said, bad press is good press, especially in this world of influencers. From last year's TanaCon disaster, or was that the year before? I don't remember. Anyways, I think it was last year. From last year's TanaCon disaster to now, Tana is getting her own MTV reality show. It might only air digitally, but that's still really cool. And if it goes well digitally, MTV may put it on the air as well. Tana's a bona fide real star now. And she's having some kind of romance with Jake Paul, or it might be the real thing. I hope it's the real thing because these two seem like they are perfect for each other. Meanwhile, our beloved hot mess of a YouTube angel, Trisha Paytas, posted an hour-long video confirming that she and Jason Nash, whom also got a show with Viacom recently. Jason got his own show on Comedy Central Digital. Congratulations. This hour-long video, basically, I mean, there was one big takeaway from it, but most of it was just reiterating what we all know. Trisha's a mess. Trisha ruins relationships. Trisha caused this to happen. Trisha regrets that one video many months ago that kicked everything off. Jason's amazing. And I don't think she would lie about this. Trisha said that she got so bad following all the drama that went down with her putting David and Jason on blast in that video that she had to be committed and placed on a 5150 psychiatric hold. And she explained how that has a lot of negative consequences for her. Everything from not being able to adopt children to not being on reality TV, which I did not know. Thankfully, I've not been placed on a 5150 psychiatric hold ever before. But if you've been placed on a 5150, according to Trish, you can't be on reality TV. Now, this video was ill-timed. She said she was planning to release it in June, which would have been better. I think she wanted to capitalize off of all the James Charles drama, because allegedly what triggered her to release that video was people sending her screen grabs of Jason on Tinder. At least she should have waited. She should have waited because I don't think this video is going to get as much attention as it could have or should have had it been any other time. Also, it's just too unnecessarily long. A lot of people are probably going to either just skim through it or not watch it at all because it's too long. Let's move on. On to real celebrities. Britney Spears, we are hearing now, wants out of her conservatorship. And apparently on Friday, when she had the conservatorship hearing, she told the judge that she was forced into the treatment facility against her will. and forced to take medication against her will, which the type of conservatorship that she has does not allow you to do that. I feel so lied to if this is true, which I think it might, because her mother has lawyered up, and this is all just unfortunate and sad. I don't think we should read too much into her leaving the court barefoot. That's just Britney being Britney. But it's sad and unfortunate and confusing that she released that video herself telling us to leave her alone if she's been forced to do all of these things against her will. Ay, ay, ay. Just sending positive vibes to Britney. On to some wacky, lighter news. Constance Wu took to Twitter and Instagram to complain about her show Fresh Off the Boat getting renewed for another season. Being on a hit sitcom, that's my dream as an actor. Also, as an actor, you are working in a sitcom, you know what you're signing up for before you take on the role. It's a multi-year agreement, always. It's rare that deals are done 1 year at a time. That usually only happens after a show is a success and the actors negotiate that. People were upset that I called her an ingrate, saying that I shouldn't call a woman or a woman of color an ingrate. She's an awful ingrate. She's in one hit movie, Crazy Rich Asians, last year, and she thinks she's a big deal. Let me tell you something. She is going to regret this. I regret quitting the Bad Girls Club. I'm going to link that video here. Reminder, I'm going to link that video. I made a whole video talking about my experience in the Bad Girls Club because people thought I was fired from that. I wasn't fired. I quit because I was hosting that around the same time that I had the change in my professional life where I said, I don't want to doodle inappropriate things on photos anymore or give people nasty nicknames. I don't want to be so mean. I can do what I do and still be sassy and fun without being cruel and purposefully vicious. So I didn't feel comfortable hosting that show anymore because it was so violent. I regret that now because I want to be doing more TV, and I had a steady TV gig and I said goodbye to it. But at least I think that's a more valid reason than the one she gave. After leaving comments moaning about this, she offered a non-apology / explanation saying that because Fresh Off the Boat is coming back, she had to pass up on another opportunity that she really wanted to do. And one of the things that really ticked me off, she called her colleagues that she works with on Fresh Off the Boat pleasant, repeatedly. That is like the worst adjective that a colleague could ever call me. Pleasant? You could say a joy to work with, the utmost professional, like family, so many other things. But pleasant? I think she should be fired from the show. What do you think? Let me know in the comments section down below. And as per usual, I will post the links to everything that I talk about so you can read, see, or hear more. I gotta scratch myself. I gotta drink a little water. All right. I read the funniest article today. High school students these days are picking their colleges based on, not all of them clearly, but some high school students are picking their colleges based on where they can take the best Instagram photos at. This one girl that was interviewed by the New York Post said, I chose to go to the University of Arizona because it's more Instagrammable than going to school where I'm from in Minnesota. I just needed that laugh today. All right, this writer named Natasha Tynes was dragged on Twitter and suffered major repercussions after putting on blast this Washington, D.C. transit authority worker who was eating on a train, which you're not supposed to do. This writer, Natasha Tynes, took a photo of the woman and then gave even more information when the DC Metro Twitter asked her for it. Mind your own damn business. Why is it bothering you if somebody else is eating on the train? Hello, I lived in New York City for almost 10 years total over 3 periods of time. People would eat on the train all the time. It never bothered me. People do all sorts of things on the train. I never complain. When I'm on the train, I have my headphones on and I want to blend in and just let my brain escape to where I want to be, because I don't want drama or anything, you know? That's just me. But as a result of this woman doing this, she lost a book deal, and now she's made her Twitter private. Actually, I think she may have even deleted it. I think that's totally warranted, losing the book deal. What do you think? Let me know in the comment section down below. Also trending over this weekend was ALYSSA MILANO. We talk about this in the podcast, and I strongly disagreed with Booker. He called her dumb. The nerve! While I think it's a dumb idea, I love the intention behind it, okay? This also excludes women in same-sex relationships. And just acknowledging that oh God. Jesus. Okay. The shirt says, protect my kids. Most women, a lot of women, I had a brain fart. All right. ALYSSA doesn't take into consideration that there are a lot of women that support this Georgia abortion law, which bans abortion after 6 weeks. Crazy. And those women that support it aren't going to do the sex strike. And then there's so many women that are against this sex strike, and they are likely, I'd say most, dating or married to men or women that are against that law. So I don't get the whole purpose of the sex strike. I really don't think it'll accomplish much, except it being a good talking point and getting more attention for this, which I do think that is smart, Booker. All right. An update on all of the Jenelle Evans drama. She is not going to be appearing on Marriage Bootcamp, as had previously been reported. While I don't think that MTV should have fired her because they hired her because she's a hot mess. Why fire her because she's a hot mess? But I don't think another network should have hired her because she's a hot mess. Y'all understand that difference? In more reality TV star news, Blac Chyna over the weekend, according to reports, pulled out a knife on her hairdresser. And you know what's shocking? Not that. That's not shocking to me. But I asked the question on social media, is that the sign of a bad mom? Is someone who does that a bad parent? And then this one woman said, how dare you judge her? She's struggling with mental health, blah, 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 blah. Excuse me? How insulting is it of you to assume that Blac Chyna has mental health issues? Sometimes people who make bad mistakes, bad judgment, that doesn't mean they're suffering from depression, anxiety, bipolar, borderline personality disorder. They could very well just be modeling the behavior they saw growing up. And we all know what Blac Chyna's mother is like. So that happened, and I just really hope Dream Kardashian, a court is looking out for her best interests. and the other child. She did that in front of Tyga's son, Cairo. All right. On to a lot of other news. Demi Lovato has signed on to be managed by Scooter Braun, Justin Bieber and Ariana Grande's manager. Y'all think Ariana had a sign off on that decision? If I was her, Ariana, I would say, hey, okay, you want to manage Demi? Give me a piece of your cut, or I'm leaving. And Ariana's the bigger star and the bigger moneymaker. She's in the same lane. Y'all, these girls are crazy. Why am I saying y'all so much today? These pop girls, a lot of them are crazy and jealous and needy and insecure. In more music-related news, R. Kelly has pulled a reverse Lori Loughlin. It's pronounced Loughlin. We've established that. He stopped paying for his daughter's college tuition because he can't afford it. It sucks for the daughter, though. Also, totally pause, random aside. I'm not going to say who, but I keep seeing these two celebrity females being outed on social media and even articles written. So it's okay to out people these days so long as they're female, or so long as they're not hiding it. I actually saw it happen with male celebrities too, but I don't get it. Anyways, let's keep it moving because this is a long video. Drama at the Rolling Loud Festival this weekend. Kodak Black was arrested and Lil Wayne refused to perform. Details down below. Maluma and his mom shared an intimate kiss on Mother's Day on the lips, and that freaked everybody out. I had to make a parody to that, which I posted and people loved. Just to set the record straight, maybe that's a Colombian thing, but in the Cuban community, we don't kiss our mom like Maluma kisses his mom. Just saying. Steve Harvey has lost not one, but 2 TV shows in less than a week. His daytime talk show was canceled by NBC, and then NBC straight up just fired him from the kiddie competition show Little Big Shots. It's like America's Got Talent for children. They fired him and they replaced him with Melissa McCarthy. Something is really going down with him. Ay, ay, ay. Also, there is this theory that Kim and Kanye's child is named Drake. Is named Bear. Sorry, I had Drake on my mind. Speaking of Drake, he bought himself a mega private plane. And I'm sure that Kanye is so pissed now, he's buying himself a more expensive private plane. Have you guys heard the Whole New World with Zayn and Javia? I think that's how you pronounce her name. I like her. I'm not loving Zayn. If you haven't heard it yet, listen to the song from Aladdin down below. And it makes me so happy to see that Lizzo's song Truth Hurts is popping now, exploding on streaming 2 years after the song was officially released as a single. Major. Also, congratulations to Hilary Duff and Matthew Coma. They just got engaged. And, oh my God, a 30-minute video. Tyra Banks looks so amazing on Sports Illustrated. She keeps talking about it, as she should, and I just find it all so inspiring, especially that post about ice cream and eating ice cream. But I had to respond to that and say, I wish ice cream looked that good on me. I love you. Thanks for watching a long video, especially if you watched till the very end. Let me think. Hold on. If you watched until the very end, say Spider-Man, or just let me know somehow that you watched until the very end down below, because I want to thank you personally, as many of you as I can, and just, I love you. If you enjoyed this video, hit the like button, leave a comment, follow, subscribe, share. Hit the like button, leave a comment, follow, subscribe, share, yay, share with all your friends. Thank you, I love you, mwah.